for them. There is a hell and a heaven. There is a hell and a heaven. Whether you're atheist, agnostic, or no-gnostic, which means that's my word for you don't know what you are. You thoroughly confused. And you got confused folk. They don't know what they believe. One minute they talk about Jesus, the next minute they talk about Buddha. Next minute they talk about Buddha, the next day they talk about Herod, Christian. The next, I understand psycho-cybernetics, the power of positive thinking, but you can think positive all you want to. There comes a point that positive thinking ain't gonna wrestle no demons. It's the word of God. You know that word, that demon got to go. Hello, somebody. It is written, Savior, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded. Watch this, not this mouth, but his spirit, his gift. The word comes from the gift. Deep inside the fortress and the citadel of who you are, it props up in the circumstance, and now you speak into the environment, and the environment ought to change because of the word of God and the gift that have transferred itself. Spiritual death. It's not about hell. Watch this. The graphic depiction of the horrors of hell is nothing compared to the thought of being in eternity without the presence of God. Could you imagine not feeling the presence of God? Could you imagine not feeling Him? How many feel God every once in a while? Just imagine never again in all eternity not feeling His presence. Wow. Spiritual death. Are y'all with me? So, in my closing, there's no communication with the Father in spiritual death. There's no comfort from the Father in spiritual death. There's no companionship with the Father in spiritual death. But I got news. I brought a word from heaven today. I refuse to allow this gift inside me to die. Can you say amen? In spite of what I'm going through. Psalms 118 and 17 says, I shall not die but live and declare the works of God. Look at somebody and say, I shall not die. Say it like you mean to say, I shall not die. You still missed it. Say, I shall not die. Tell somebody else, I shall not die. When you're going through something, you got to speak that word to your life. I'm trying to help somebody. I don't care how intelligent these theologians try to get. You got to know how to tell the devil, I shall not die. I'm on my back, but I shall not die. woman, he saw that there was some spiritual intuitiveness. Every mother in here has spiritual intuitiveness. What is that, Reverend Shannon? Spiritual intuitiveness is the ability to apprehend. It's the ability to comprehend immediately without even thinking. Have there been a mother sometimes you know something happened to your child? You didn't know where they was, but you felt something on the inside. You know you had to get on your knees and start praying right then. Have I had anybody else in here? A circumstance was coming and there was spiritual intuitiveness. You comprehend and apprehend it without understanding why. That's God on the inside. Instinctively, the visceral cortex, the natural perception immediately takes place. And then now God begins to move on the inside. Then there's spiritual impartation, not only to restore or to transmit, but God is saying, what I'm going to do in this day and time, I'm not just going to put something in you, I'm coming to take something out of you. You're waiting for somebody to put something in you, but God is saying it's time for you now to let something come out of you. There's a gift inside of you that is designed to get against any enemy. The gift inside of you have the wisdom and the knowledge of God, that no matter what the adversary is doing, you can say, I will not. Your hand and say yes. The spiritual man now takes another level, coming alive to influence my disposition. I thought I couldn't make it, but the spiritual man said you can. I thought I was going to die, but the spiritual man said you ain't going to die. I thought I did something so wrong that God wouldn't forgive me, but the spiritual man said God have already sent Jesus, and Jesus died, and he's sitting by the right hand of God for you. I hear the spiritual man saying, while you're still sitting down, while you let people stop you, get up and go to working. Get up and go to praising. Get up and do what God has called you to do. So what? They remember what you did in the past. So what? You was bad. I don't care. There's another calling in your life. I will not die. Essential knowledge with strategies. What does these strategies say? It affirms, it confirms, and declares with a deliberate intention